What's good, YouTube? How y'all doing today on this grateful Sunday? And I want to talk about some stuff, man. My name is King Trent TV, and I'm back for a video. Let's talk about the NFL draft, and let's talk about the Ravens draft picks that they got, and let's talk about Shedeur Sanders and how the NFL try to do him dirty. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. First on, let's talk about the Ravens. So the Ravens, Eric DeCosta. I'm gonna get praise to Eric DeCosta. A lot of people say that Eric DeCosta is trash, right? They say he's trash. I can't really say that he's a trash GM. Now, do GMs make mistakes sometimes? Yes. Not all GMs is good. But excuse me. Not all GMs is good. But Eric DeCosta in this draft might have got some steals, man. And I ain't gonna lie. These type of steals, these draft picks, especially the first two. The first two I definitely like. I like. I called it out. I talked to my brother yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, the day before on draft day, right? I said the Ravens first round pick, 27 overall. Who we need? Who do we need? I said I felt like the Ravens was gonna go safety. And they did. They got themselves a safety at 27. First round overall pick. So Malik Starks is the guy. Malik Starks. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't watched a lot of college football this past season, but I ain't gonna lie. I looked at that brother's highlights and I like what I saw. I definitely like what I saw. Good ball skills, no homo. Good ball skills. He can track the ball. He can catch interceptions. That's a plus. We need a lot of that. We need a lot of interceptions being caught. Because the Ravens, some odd reason, the Ravens secondary struggle of catching interceptions. But we need that. Plus, he can track the ball when it's in the air, when the quarterback throw it. And some of those plays that it kind of remind me of Ed Reed, man. I ain't gonna lie, that joint remind me of my childhood, one of my childhood favorite players, man. It remind me of Ed Reed, man. Ed Reed was a good ball tracker. You couldn't even throw in his vicinity. You couldn't even throw in his area without that motherfucker getting picked off. Yeah, Malik Starks remind me of Ed Reed for sure. I think he's a type of cat that if you throw in his area, that motherfucker is going to intercept that motherfucking shit. He's going to, and he might even take it to the house, depending on how it goes, man. But I definitely for sure he's probably gonna catch a lot of interceptions. I can see it. I can definitely see it's gonna be a lot of balls being picked off this season, by him. So that's draft pick number 1. Draft pick number 2, edge rusher. I said Ravens definitely need an edge rusher. We need a guy that can get downhill, sack the quarterback, put some pressure on the quarterback, and make opposing quarterbacks struggle. And let it behold, they got the guy that I wanted. They got my man's Mike Green. Now, did Mike Green deserve to be a second rounder? Probably not. His talent, he should be probably first round overall pick, one of the first round picks. But you know why? I think he fell down because he had some trouble. He had some legal allegations. They said he had sexual assault allegations. And yeah, that can definitely do it for you. That can definitely hurt your draft stock for sure. But the Ravens did get a dog. I ain't gonna lie, this nigga, I don't even want. This cat right here remind me of, this guy might be Terrell Suggs. He might be a Terrell Suggs type player. We might just got ourselves a Terrell Suggs generational Terrell Suggs player. But we gonna see how he performs in the NFL. The NFL is definitely different from college, but we definitely gonna see how he performs. And then we got us some Lamar Jackson. Lamar had got some protection. Got ourselves an offensive lineman, a guard, a tackle, two of them from LSU. We got two LSU tackles. You know what I'm saying? One in the 7th rounder and one in the goddamn third rounder. Third round, right? Then the Ravens picked up some corners. Picked up some cornerbacks. I ain't gonna lie. Ravens fixing that secondary. Like I said, they fixing up that secondary. Picked up some corner depth. I like that. Right? But the most painful, the most thing I like the most out of all, I think this brother is gonna be a sneaky good player. And yeah, he's gonna be the sneaky good. I'm talking about the wide receiver from Colorado. That brother is gonna be scary with this offense. Lamar Jackson throwing deep balls, no homo, to Wester. That's gonna be scary to watch. That's gonna be fun to watch. I ain't gonna lie. Him and Zay Flowers is gonna be killing it. Rashad Bateman, Zay Flowers, and a DeAndre Hopkins, and sprinkling DeAndre Hopkins. That's gonna be fun to watch. But I don't think he's gonna play that much on the offensive end because I feel like the Ravens got him for one reason. He might be the next Jacoby Jones. He might be a Jacoby Jones type player. He can take kick returners and make them long, like take them to the distance, take them for touchdowns. That's the one key piece I could see right there with this guy. That could be dangerous. You get yourself a dangerous returner, plus you have a dangerous offense already. Yeah, the Ravens gonna be scary. That's gonna be scary to see. And then the Ravens draft some linebackers. You know what I'm saying? The linebackers, I don't know these guys. Because I haven't watched college football. But we going to see how good they are. We definitely going to see how good they are. And they drafted a defensive tackle as well. Yeah, I ain't going to lie. I'm going to see how he played good too. But the most important one out of all, the Ravens draft a kicker. That tells me that Justin Tucker, you're done. Justin Tucker, you're done. I think your job is done. I think the Ravens probably rubbing their hands together, and ready to move on from you. Because you draft a kicker, you know what I'm saying? We don't read. When the hell does the Ravens even draft kickers? That never happened. This is the first time in franchise history that the Ravens actually grabbed a kicker in the draft. So yeah, this is that's crazy. And speaking of it, this kicker, Tyler Loop, he hit a 62-yarder in a game. He hit a 62-yarder field goal in a game. So that's telling you that he has a good leg and he can kick far distance. That's good. That's definitely good. That's definitely good. And then right away, I was on Instagram scrolling and I seen him practicing on the field and I seen him kicking a 65-yarder field goal and he made that shit too. So, hey yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I think Justin Tucker might have done it to himself though. It's over. I think it's over for Tuck. But if I was gonna grade this draft class, if I was gonna grade how did the Ravens do in this draft class, I'm gonna give it a solid. I'm gonna give it a solid A. I'm not gonna say A plus because I gotta see how it go first. If all it goes together, I might give it an A plus. But right now, I'm gonna give it a solid A. A solid A. To me, a solid A. But let's move on. And let's talk about, oh buddy, man, oh man. Let's talk about my man's Shedeur Sanders real quick. Shador, I think the NFL has done my man's wrong. A guy that's supposed to be projected to be a top 10 pick, right? Fall to the 5th round. That's sad. NFL, that was fucked up. NFL, that's kind of fucked up, bro. Especially teams that needed quarterbacks like the Saints. They needed a fucking quarterback. They definitely needed a quarterback. Passed up on him. I don't understand. I do not understand why the NFL do this. I don't understand. Now I heard rumors saying that he fell that low because his attitude in the media and it didn't stand out good. But at the same time, fuck them. I'm gonna say this. Fuck the media. Fuck the media. What the fuck do that guy do gotta do with anything, really? What does that guy do for anything? If he's not, I never heard of him being a bad locker room type of guy anyway. I never heard of Shador Sanders being a bad locker room type of dude. But cause I guess he didn't throw in a pro day, or he didn't throw in, not in a pro day. I saw him throw in a pro day. He didn't throw in a combine, you know what I'm saying? And then he didn't want to rate, and in the media, I guess they didn't like his slur, his swag. They didn't really like how he talked, I guess. I mean, you can't change a guy's personality. That's what he is. But do I think this humbled him? Yeah, it did. He was a little too cocky, though. I mean, he said he was going to be a first round pick. He did say he was going to be a first round or a third rounder, top 3 pick. That was too cocky. I ain't gonna lie. And then you wore Giants cleats to a game, so yeah, that's reaching, buddy. That, like, Shador, that was kind of reaching a little bit. But at the same time, I don't think a brother like that should get that much get disrespected like that. Where he has to be like, come on, bro. He's too good to be falling to the fucking 5th round. The 5th round, that nigga fell to the 5th round. He's too good to be a 5th round pick. Anything, I was seeing him fall to the, maybe if he's gonna fall out the first, he could have second rounder. Why? Just use a second rounder on him. Why you gotta use a 5th rounder? But anyway, it's all good. He's a Cleveland Brown, and yeah, Shador Sanders is a Cleveland Brown, and I'm looking forward to see Lamar Jackson versus Shador Sanders in the future. That's gonna be a fucking, I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be a goddamn game. That might be a game. That might be a game for ages. Shador Sanders going up against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Shador Sanders going up against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Shador Sanders going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers in a mighty defense. And maybe offense, because I think they got a quarterback, Will Howard or something. The Steelers got Will Howard. I'm not sure about that. I'm hearing Aaron Rodgers might come there, but yeah, we gonna see though. We gonna see. All I gotta say is Shador Sanders, stay prayed up, have a good career, but also get some ice packs, soak in a tub, because my boy, you about to face reality real quick. The AFC North is no joke. And then, you can't be too cocky in the AFC North. These brothers in the AFC North will eat you alive. They will fuck you up. Like, they will beat the hell out of you in that division, man. The Steelers, especially the Steelers and Ravens, they will. The Steelers and Ravens will definitely put some bruises on your back. So I would say you might have to take going against the Ravens or the Steelers, you gonna have to take an ice bath, my nigga. Going up against them twice a year, yeah, definitely you gonna be taking ice baths for sure to heal up those wounds. Cause I ain't gonna lie, that's the Ravens and Steelers are brutal. They are brutal teams. Now, is the Bengals a brutal team too? They all right. They brutal. They're a little brutal, but they not as brutal as the Steelers and Ravens on defense. So that's all I got, man. Leave a like below. Also subscribe. And I catch y'all later. Peace out. Love y'all guys. Stay tuned.